Muslim families across this country are opening their doors and welcoming people into their homes. It's part of a new national campaign that starts today, aimed at combating misconceptions about Islam and Muslims. Luqman Ahmed and his family are taking in this event entitled Meet a Muslim Family. And Luqman joins us now live from Quebec City. Thank you for joining us, Luqman. Can you tell us why you decided to be a part of this?
Thank you for having me on. Basically, the Ahmadiyya Muslim Jama'at, we have launched this initiative, Meet a Muslim Family, and we are extending a hand of friendship to all of our fellow Canadians, and we are inviting them and we're welcoming them to our homes or outside to any coffee shop to basically just develop relationships of friendship and to tell them that Canadian Muslims are just as much Canadian as they are, and we follow the same traditions, and we have the same sympathy and same love for our country, just as other Canadians.
And so, what has life been like for you and friends of yours in the Muslim community with these recent stories in the news?
After this is exactly the reason that we have started this initiative, Meet a Muslim Family, and we have done similar campaigns before as well. And the reason is that after any tragedy or any extremist action that takes place, and these people claim to be working in the name of Islam, people might, in their heads, people might join all Muslims to their actions, and that is why we take these initiatives and we try to tell people that Muslims have nothing to do with violence, and the religion of Islam does not teach this, and this is just a small group of extremists, and they have their own ideology and they're working for their own motives. But Muslims and Canadian Muslims especially, they are peaceful people, and they have no they have no relationship with that whatsoever.
How have you had to communicate that recently? Have you had to explain that?
Yes, after the for example, after the Paris attack or after the attacks in Ottawa and here in Quebec in Saint Jean sur Richelieu, we did numerous programs where we invited people and we talked about the Islamic ideology and we talked about our values and our faith. And we invited people, if they do have any questions, they can ask those questions. And many people showed interest, and people were especially interested when it comes to the relationship of Muslims and if they and the actions of extremists outside of Canada, and secondly the treatment of Muslim women in Muslim families, and that is and that is why we are opening our doors so that our fellow Canadians can meet Muslims and can meet Muslim women, and they can find out for themselves how Muslims live and what the teachings and the values of Canadian Muslims are.
Do you know who you will be meeting?
Yes, this campaign will be lasting for 14 days. I do have here. I live here in Quebec City, and I have several non-Muslim friends, so I will be inviting them over. And similarly, we have a website, meetamuslimfamily.com, and many people have registered there. And so Ahmadi Muslims throughout Canada are participating in this initiative, and they will be hosting families throughout Canada starting from today and lasting for about 2 more weeks.
So when other Canadians come to meet your Canadian Muslim family, what will they see? What will they experience?
It's nothing formal. It's just we're inviting them over a meal. It's just to have a friendship, to get for them to get to know Muslims personally. And the reason for that is that we believe that uh, when they see something in the media and the actions of extremists, they do receive a lot of media coverage. But next time when they see something like that in the media, they can, if they know Muslims personally, they would know that we tend to, they would, in their head, they would know that if I know that Muslim and that Muslim isn't like that, then they would not believe any false stereotypes about Muslims. because they would have a personal experience with a Muslim family, and that is our aim and that is our goal of having this initiative.
Great. Well, and as we mentioned, the initiative starts today and it runs for 14 days. Luqman, thank you for joining us to talk to us about it.
Thanks a lot.
That is Luqman Ahmed in Quebec City.